I was always self-conscious. I had a gap from a young age. My mom told me they would grow together as I got older, and that never happened. So it was always something that, there again, I was self-conscious about, and I wanted to get in a position where I could do something about it. My youngest son had orthodontics, and I went and had a consultation with them, and they said with my bite and various reasons that I wasn't a candidate for braces. So I knew I needed to do something a little different. I just didn't know what that approach would be. In general, I'm a pretty confident guy, but it was always something I was self-conscious about. So like, I'm in sales, I'm in face-to-face meetings all day, every day, and it's like, hey man, they're just looking at my gap, right? That was what I thought. So one of my good buddies, I saw him on Facebook, and he had like a different picture. Like, we grew up together, I've known him forever, and I knew something was different. So I immediately called him, and I'm like, Blake, dude, what happened? What'd you do? And he's like, man, I'm glad you reached out. Like, I did this and this. Dr. Matthew lives in the neighborhood, and one thing led to another. So I scheduled a consultation, come in.
TJ's main thing was that gap. He had a space between his front teeth. He hated it. Ultimately just wanted a smile he could be proud of.
When I came in for the first time, I mean, it was like a family atmosphere. Once I got to know everybody, man, I felt like I was at home. Dr. Matthew made me feel extremely comfortable. He was extremely meticulous. Like, I'm meticulous in my everyday life. He answered and made me feel confident in the questions that he answered. It was truly consultative.
We do like a virtual smile design. That gives us a blueprint from where we're starting, a starting point, so that we know the outcome before we even start. And once I showed TJ that final outcome on the virtual smile mock-up, he was all in, and he's like, yeah, make me look like that. And I told him, I was like, I'm gonna make you look like that. And so that's what we set out to do.
The biggest change, like personally, is I feel better, right? Like, I never smiled previously in any pictures at all. You had to catch me laughing in order to see, an open mouth and lips not closed. And now, I mean, I take the advantage to smile each and every time. Like, hey, take a picture. I do selfies, right? But it just changed everything personally for me, and the way I feel about myself. And, in a business sense, like, I'm coming off my best month ever. And I think it just exudes my confidence is, hey man, like, I don't know. I just feel like this is where I should have been the whole time, right? And when I look at the processes and everything that it took to get there, like, it's all worth it.